cost pressures which seem to be rising for the aluminum industry, with bauxite and caustic soda prices on a significant rise. What is the impact which is expected on the players in aluminum space? Let's ask TK Chand, the chairman and managing director at NALCO, and also our colleague Nikki Mirchandani, who also tracks the space, joins us to take over. Well, Nikki, it's all yours.
All right, Agam. We have seen rising cost pressures in the aluminum industry. To begin with, we'll go to the management, Mr. Chand, and we'll ask him the first question that we have is, we are seeing a rise in cost pressure in aluminum industry. As we know, both bauxite and caustic soda prices have risen substantially. You both into alumina as well as aluminum. How does this development augur for you?
Right now, caustic soda prices are on rise, and in fact in November itself the prices have increased by around 20%. So as far as our company is concerned, we have taken a step of reducing this specific consumption of the caustic soda, and another step that has been taken to change the mining practice so that high grade bauxite can be now sent to the refinery, so that consumption of the caustic soda comes down, because high grade bauxite will have less silica content, and the silica content decides how much caustic soda is to be added. So therefore these two steps we have taken to meet this challenge, and we hope that that will reduce the specific consumption of the caustic soda, and to that extent we will be meeting. And I expect that since the caustic soda prices have already gone quite high, this will be probably the peak, and in the coming days that will slowly come down.
Talking about your realization, what was the realization of your last shipment of alumina per ton? If it will be nice if you can compare that with the average of Q2 realization per ton.
Our last shipment was 502, that is on 20th of November, and again on 1st of December one more tender has been opened, that also there also we have got same 502. So if we compare with the average, it will be around $20 to $30 higher actually, and coming days when this price will continue, then naturally the average then it will come down. But currently, the compared to the previous average, current tender price is a little higher.
Brings us to the question, we'd like to understand, will we see higher benefit of higher alumina prices in this quarter completely?
In this quarter, it will be covering it, the higher alumina pricing benefit, because most of the price started taking a spike from September onwards. If you see that from 316 in end of August average, it started coming up to 527 in our tender, and in index also, price index from 316 in end of August, in September, October, November, it went to 479 index, whereas in our case from 316 it went to 527, around 10% above the index. So therefore this advantage will now accrue in this quarter, actually the third quarter, that is the end of December. So we have to see that what kind of impact it is to bring in.
With this, we'd also like to understand your strategy on cost saving, especially your power and fuel cost, which is almost 30% of your overall revenue. Going forward, what are your cost optimization techniques that you're looking at?
This year itself, we have taken the step, as I told, that we are not taking up startups. That will reduce power consumption. Second, the specific DC energy consumption in the smelter, that we have taken some of our operating parameters, controlling those parameters, so that some reduction will be coming in the energy front. But as far as the long-term plan is there, we are now trying to open our what's called the coal block, maybe in next year, sometime in the third quarter, so that once this coal block is open, the price of the coal will be quite cost effective for us, so that this price of the power will be coming down. That's in the medium term, it is the way forward.
This brings us to our last question, which is volume growth guidance of both alumina and aluminum business in the remaining part of the fiscal and also for the upcoming financial year.
As far as alumina is, we will be producing around 7.5 lakh ton of alumina, and aluminium will be producing around 1.5 lakh ton. So that will be the production that will be taking up in the next 5 months.